Bro, you wanna know how my fucking morning's gone? So I just rolled down to All Weather Wood down here in Sacramento, right? And I get down here at like 6 o'clock in the morning and get unstrapped and everything, and I'm sitting behind a couple trucks for about a half hour. I'm noticing the trucks are moving pretty quick, which is normal. The guy's pretty quick back there to unload. All of a sudden, forklift guy comes up to me and he goes, hey, let me see your paperwork, which is kind of a first. Normally I take the paperwork at the end. Then he goes, hey, your appointment's not till 10:30. I'm like, okay. Well, I was told that we don't need appointments. He goes, no, your appointment's at 10:30. You have to be here at 10:30. I won't take you any earlier. I showed up this morning with 15 blah, blah, blah trucks, and there's too many of trucks and not enough me, and blah, that was a big issue. And I'm like, that's how it's always been. We've always had that issue. You guys get a ton of trucks in the morning, and then as your day progresses, there's like 0 trucks. I don't complain. I expect that when I roll up there. I expect there to be a bunch of trucks in the morning. So I don't get there at like 4:30 in the morning, which is fine. I have no problem with that. He has a problem with it. Show back up at 10:30. Bro, that's 4 hours from now. What do you mean show up at 10:30? He takes off, right? And I'm kind of pissed and heated, so I just stand my ground, dude. I fucking sit in my truck and I don't fucking move this goddamn thing. And I act like I'm talking to my boss and we're going back and forth and yada, 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 even though I'm not talking to him. He comes around about 20 minutes later and he was like, hey man, I told you you're going to be able to get unloaded. I was like, yeah. I made some excuse up. I said, hey, I just talked to my boss. My boss says he talked to your sales manager for the load. The guy who sold us the load says be here at any time. He's like, that's a load of bullshit. They know we have to go by appointment times, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, that's what your sales manager, man, said. So I'm sorry. I just have somewhere to be there at 10. I have another appointment to get to at 10. And he's like, well, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. And, you know, this kind of shit can't be happening, blah, blah, blah. And he goes off and rant about how he's the forklift warehouse manager. So now that he gets to experience what the other guy does for one day, he's throwing a fucking temper tantrum because this other guy does this every day. And I've never heard the other guy complain at all. So he tells me kick rocks. I grab my paperwork. I grab $20. And I go, look, man, if you can take my paperwork today, I would really appreciate it. And I have somewhere to be. And I promise this will never happen again. He looks down at my paperwork, looks back at me, and he goes, all right, I'll make an exception this one time. Otherwise, make sure you tell your boss, make sure you tell your dispatchers. Bro, $20 is $20. I'll tell you what. Fuck this morning.